Hello everyone and welcome back. Today I'm going to be talking about the missing link we've all been searching for. And that person is Manimal, the content creator Manimal on YouTube. I was awoken to this person just last night on the Keep It Thorough live stream, which, let me just say this right now. If you are not subscribed to Keep It Thorough, you are messing up. Keep It Thorough, I want to change my top 5. Keep It Thorough belongs in the top 5 of comic book YouTubers. He brings this guy on here. His name is Manimal. That's his screen name. And basically this guy sheds light into the whole Jim Mint saga. As many of you all know, I started creating YouTube videos in 2020. But before that, I was watching comic book YouTube, and Jim Mint was obviously one of the first people I watched. I never knew Jim Mint had other people on his show before. I thought it was just always Jim Mint. No, not so fast. We have another individual that's come into the ring, and so many of you watching this video, I'm sure, didn't know this either. There was another person, as well as I think other people, in there with Jim Mint in the very beginning. Now, I've been very vocal about some criticisms about Jim Mint. My wife has come on here and talked, and we roasted Jim Mint, talking about we missed the fat Jim. Wish we could go back to the way things were. And Jim Mint is on this like apology tour right now, where he's, saying, hey, I'm losing my house. Hey, Sticky Goose is cool. Hey, this other guy's trolling me that's got like 9 views. Like, Jim Mint is trying to reinvent himself. And the biggest thing is he's leaving Comic Tom. So I saw Keep It Thorough had this Manimal guy on. I was like, who the hell is Manimal? And Manimal is like the key to all of this. Manimal knows who Jim Mint is in real life. He knows who this guy is behind the camera. He knows who he is on camera. He knows how he does things, why he is the way he is. And I was like, hold on a minute. How have I not known about this? How have we not been awakened to this? Well, Manimal now does a podcast. I think it's called the Comic Com Podcast, where he has a co-host, Nemesis Prime. Nemesis Prime has watched my videos and he's commented, so I appreciate you for that. Let's take a look at some Comic Com podcast footage.
And nothing changes with her ever, and it's just force-fed to change her. Like, oh, it didn't work as an Inhuman. Guess what? She's a mutant now. And so we're just basically living this life of waiting to find out what her mutant power is. So we still don't know, right? This is just her Inhuman power, the embiggening bullshit. So we still don't know what her mutant power is. That'll eventually probably drop once everyone's interest in her dies down again, which it will, because she's the most cyclical character. Honestly, she's no different than Miles Morales. Like, people are like, oh, it was real cool. Oh, no sales. Oh, we'll bring it back. Oh, no sales. I feel like it's the same thing. But the supporting cast is decent. Like, I like the Cuckoos. Obviously, I love X-23.
So pretty engaging stuff. These guys are well spoken. They seem well read. They know comics seemingly. Well, this Manimal guy gets on Keep It Thorough, and he basically, he just Dr. Phil's it. Like, he's like, this is how Jim Mint hurt me. This is what happened. Jim Mint has created revisionist history. He had all of this content before that we know him as modern Jim Mint, and all that is gone. Like, if you go back and look at his original videos, there is no Manimal to be found. Manimal gets on there and says, I've known Jim Mint since the beginning. I had Thanksgiving dinner with Jim Mint. I've eaten Thanksgiving dinner with Jim Mint's family. And he then proceeds to basically tear down the facade of this self-made, super successful, uber successful YouTube content creator that we know as somebody who is a user. His accusations, not mine. Basically, what this guy is implying is if you have something to give, then he will kind of use you in a way till he gets what he wants, and then he's going to make money off of you in some form or fashion, and then once he's used you up, he's done with you. Which I'm like, okay, that's some pretty strong allegations. But then one quick look at the Comic Tom situation, one quick look at how he used me for reacting to my video, and it seems like this could potentially be a pattern. He then delves into talking about the statues, talking about how Jim was messing around with Funko Pops at one time, talking about the graded comics, talking about the new comic book day books, and how, he kind of wishy-washy, if something works, he sticks with it. The omnibus, he'll stick with that for as long as he can, and if that doesn't work, he goes on to the next thing. It's like a freaking expose. Manimal's just going like hard as a mother, like in there just talking about him. And I mean, there is no love lost there. Now, the first thing I'm like, is this person actually legit? Is this actually a reputable person? And just by the way he's speaking, the way he's talking about this is real. Like there is this guy is not like lying. Now, obviously there's two sides to every story. What was he trying to get out of Jim Mint? What was Jim Mint trying to get out of him? What was going on there? But it just doesn't seem like this Manimal guy has nothing to lose. He has no reason to be lying. But he might be one of these guys that has an axe to grind. So I try to give everybody the benefit of the doubt in this situation. Some of the big touchstones they talked about in this video are the C2E2 fiasco, Jim Mint signing with Whatnot and being a paid Whatnot influencer, Jim Mint's narcissistic tendencies to basically use people to gain where he is at. But the biggest thing that was shocking to me was the idea of his subscriber count. So one of the big criticisms of some of my recent videos have been that I've been punching down, like I've been, fighting against smaller channels, or I'm holier than thou because I have a certain amount of subscribers, and that I'm somehow better than everybody else because I have a certain subscriber number. Fuck that. That couldn't be farther from the truth. And in truth, subscribers don't mean shit, which is a perfect example with Jim Mint. Jim Mint's previous videos before he went on this apology tour, he could barely get 4,000 or 5,000 views with 159,000 subscribers. What the hell does that mean? Well, this Manimal guy pretty much exposes what I pretty much knew to be true, was many of these subscribers, many of these people they're not real. I didn't know whether he bought subscribers, like in a, like there's some like, website you can go to and say, hey, I want to buy like, 10,000 subscribers or whatever. But he played a game basically where he was like, if you sub to my channel, you'll be entered into the giveaway. And what happened was people bought multiple accounts, 10, 20, 30. Well, they didn't buy them. They made multiple accounts, 10, 20, 30 accounts, and they subscribed to him to get additional entries in this giveaway. And that's how he built up a significant number of that audience. And so we're all looking at him like he's Big King Dick over there with that 159,000 subscriber count, when in reality, I'm not sure if there's 159,000 potential subs out there in this niche market. One of the things that I've quickly realized is, there are only certain number of eyes that can get on these type of videos. And in a high-end situation, there's like 30 to 50,000 views for one of my videos if it does very well. In reality, 5,000 views is very good, and for me. And that is kind of the point exactly with his videos, is why are there so many subscribers, but yet nobody's watching? Well, they talk about that. They say, people potentially turned on him after, all the C2E2, the Whatnot stuff, all this stuff coming out about him. But in reality, these people just don't exist. These aren't like real accounts. I've come to the realization that, my channel has, for all intents and purposes, plateaued in many ways. Like, You know, there's only so many people have already made their decision about me. They like me or they hate me. More often than not, they hate me. And they've said, you know, I don't want to subscribe to this guy. He's not for me. He's drama. He's full of shit. That's fine. The people that have chosen to stay with me, thank you, by the way, that number can only reach a certain threshold. They kind of talk about this, and they kind of talk about how Jim has he's trying to do these different things to get that number, to get more eyes on the channel, which I'm going to give a shout out to one of my friends, MJ Comics. He just recently had Jim Mint on his live stream. And Jim Mint goes on these channels with lower subscriber numbers and in hopes, I think, to get another Geminite here, another Geminite there, you know, just getting people potentially untapped resources. But at this point, it's the same kind of thing with me in a lot of ways, where it's like, Jim Mint, now who doesn't know who Jim Mint is at this point? You've already made your determination of whether you like him or not, whether you trust him or not, whether you think he's full of shit or not. And it's the same way with me. There's a lot of channels that haven't been discovered yet, which they should be, and Jim Mint is not one of those. This was a very, very interesting video, and I highly recommend you watch this. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this. If at any point in time you like this video, give the thumbs up. And if you like this video, subscribe for more. Take care.